What's up, guys? Got Dave here, and just wanted to talk about one of the things that I really like about this helmet that I just got, this Schuberth helmet. It's got the Pinlock lens going on, and like the clear visor that it has, it's got a Pinlock lens installed. It came pre-installed, and what that is, it's like a second piece of plastic with like a little, like a rubber seal, like gasket thing around it, and it goes up against your visor and it seals, and it creates a sealed airspace in between it and the visor, and like a little air gap, and it keeps your visor from getting fogged up, because I guess like the air in there is like warmer or whatever, or like a neutral temperature or something like that, and it makes it so that the visor doesn't get fogged up from your breath, like on the cold mornings. It's like really nice. Just figured I'd let you guys know, if you ever have the option of getting a Pinlock lens, like when you buy a visor, you know, like if you want to buy like a new visor for your helmet, if you have the option of getting one with a Pinlock lens, dude, it's like really cool. It's only, it'll maybe be like $20 or $30 option, you know, like $30 more for the one with the Pinlock. And it's worth it. Like if you ride somewhere where it's cold a lot, or where it's like raining a lot or whatever, you know, like weathery, I would definitely recommend the Pinlock lens, because that way it's keeping your visor fog free without the use of, you know, without the use of chemicals. Like it's not like you don't spray the inside of the visor with like non-fog stuff like I have to do with my other helmet. It just, you don't have to even worry about it, because it's just like, it has that air gap in there, and it keeps the fog off of your visor, keeps it from getting fogged up on the inside. I'm wearing my AGV helmet right now, my Snell approved freaking track helmet, and this is the helmet that I was wearing when I did my track day. And I just wanted to talk about the difference between this helmet and the Schuberth helmet that I have, because the Schuberth helmet is not Snell rated, and the reason why it's not Snell rated is because it's got the flip down shaded visor like built into it, and that is one of the things that I really love about that helmet. It's a very useful feature when it comes to commuting, like to work and back. And that's the main reason I got that Schuberth helmet. I got it in the Dayglow yellow color for safety, because I figure, you know, that's what I should probably be wearing in traffic. And it has that flip down visor, which makes it very handy, especially like this time of year, like when you're going to work and it's dark, and then when you're coming home and it's bright and sunny or something like that, you know, like the two differences. It's really nice to have that. Or like right now, you could have the visor flipped up, so you just got a clear lens, and then when you get out in the sun, then you flip that visor back down. And I really like that. And I made a video that I don't know if I posted yet or not, but that's one of my favorite features about that helmet. My favorite feature about this new helmet, and that is the built-in sun visor that it has. You just flip that slider switch on the left side of the helmet, and it flips down the shaded sun visor that is built into the helmet. But that is the reason why it's not a Snell rated helmet, and that's the reason why I didn't take that helmet when I went and did a track day, because it's got the space inside that, you know, like right over your forehead, that is not filled with foam, because it's got to have room for that visor to flip up into that area, you know, like that's how it works, like it flips down. So they won't Snell rate it because it doesn't have any foam in that area for your forehead, which I could see the reasoning behind that. If it's going to be like a helmet that you're racing with, or that you're like really riding hard with, like on the track, that's I totally understand, and I was totally aware of that, and that's why I didn't take that Schuberth when I went and did my track day. I took this helmet instead. So I'd talk about that, because that is a major difference, you know, that you're going to find with a helmet that has that flip down visor. Is it's not Snell rated, it's only DOT, where this AGV helmet that I've got on right now, not only is it DOT approved, like for the street, but it's also Snell rated for the track. So just figured I would talk about that, let you know that that is something I really like about this Schuberth helmet that it has. It has the flip down shaded visor, which I really love, and it's got the Pinlock lens, which I really love, for the clear visor. So it's like really cool, you know, it's like all around like a really good helmet, like whether it's hot and sunny or whether it's cold and gloomy and rainy or whatever, you know, it's like a really good all around helmet. I am absolutely in love with the Pinlock lens, and I have been through a little trial where I know now how awesome it is. And what happened is my old Pinlock lens that came with this Schuberth helmet, it actually like loosened up. And I don't know how that happened, if like the plastic shrunk or if like the rubber part, like it's like the little seal like wore out. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was moving around in there and it didn't actually seal and create that air gap, and therefore it wasn't working. Wow, that is a badass car. And so my Pinlock lens, it loosened up in this Schuberth helmet, and it was actually moving around in there. You know, it wasn't like stuck up against the visor. And I noticed that it was starting to fog up. And so I took it out of there because I knew that was the reason why. You know, it's because it's got a seal to create that air gap, and that's what keeps the visor from fogging up. And so so I took it out of there, and I tried to I used I've got some actual non-fog stuff. I think it's Rain-X brand non-fog stuff, and it worked okay, but not all that great, not near as good as a Pinlock lens, not even close. And so I thought maybe I'll try a different idea, because I saw a video a long time ago where a guy was talking about using shaving cream, you know, where you like put some shaving cream on there, like on the inside of your visor, and you rub it in with your fingers, and then you buff it off with like a dry towel. Like you don't you don't wash it off with water. You just like wipe it off until it's streak free, and it leaves the residue on there, and it's supposed to like keep it non-fogged. And I was like, nah, it didn't work. I tried it, but it didn't work near as good as the Rain-X non-fog liquid, and neither of those things are anywhere close to what the Pinlock lens does. Like the Pinlock lens is absolute perfection. it works so good that, you know, there's really nothing in my experience that compares. Nothing at all. And it just has like that gap of air in there that's warmer than everything else or whatever, and or a neutral temperature or something, and it just keeps the visor from fogging up. And so it works really good. So I went on eBay because I wanted to get a new Pinlock lens, and I just typed in Schuberth C3 Pinlock, and it came up. There was a guy over in Germany somewhere, and he was selling this thing, and it's called a Pinlock 120, and it's like 120% freaking, you know, like whatever, like I don't know, that's like their gimmick or whatever, but it's called the Pinlock 120, and it is bad to the bone, dude. Yeah, this is what the packaging looks like. Pinlock 120. This is how it comes, and it was really difficult to snap this thing in. It was almost like from pin to pin, it was like a little bit too big, and it was really difficult to get it snapped in there and secured properly so that the seal is like good. But it's in there now, and hopefully because of that, hopefully it'll last. Hopefully it'll stay sealed. And I used it this morning and it worked really good. Didn't have any problem with my lens fogging up at all. If they make one for your helmet I would suggest looking up the Pinlock 120 because it was really cold this morning coming up here, and I had no problems at all with my visor fogging up. It was absolutely perfect. And it's because I installed that Pinlock lens, because I got that Pinlock 120. It only took about a week and a half to get here, and it cost like maybe 30, 35, something like that, you know, but that's like with international shipping and everything. So stoked. And now I got a brand new Pinlock. Hopefully it stays tight and sealed and everything and keeps on working. Hopefully it doesn't shrink or loosen up or whatever the heck happened to the stock one, the original one. So I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day. Peace out there. Yeah, I was just talking to the guy about this bike. It is the first one around, V4.